The Kremlin has set out a list of demands it wants Ukraine and the US to accept if any ceasefire is to be reached, any permanent ceasefire that is. It involves a halt on strikes on energy infrastructure, plus an end to intelligence sharing and a bit of ice hockey thrown into the mix. Joining us live from Odessa this morning in eastern Ukraine is Ukrainian MP Oleksiy Goncharenko. Oleksiy, thanks for your time. This evening, your time. So would Ukraine accept the conditions that have been set out by Putin in this call with Trump this morning?
Definitely not. But we need to verify where these conditions set up really or not, because knowing the statement of White House, knowing the Kremlin statement, there is nothing about this, nothing at all. What we have there, it's a decision on stop or on the tax on energy infrastructure. So definitely President Trump joined this conversation in order to stop hostilities right now. Definitely Ukraine supports it, and we said it to the whole world and to President Trump, we are ready. And definitely Putin is not ready. He doesn't want to end the war, so he's trying to win some time. That's what he is doing, but he's afraid of the United States. That's why he decided to make some steps to show that he made at least some steps to de-escalation, and for this he chose there's a stop on the attacks on energy infrastructure, because they're not really very beneficial for Russia now. The winter is over, so they are not causing as much harm to Ukrainian people as it was before. And Putin himself, he is concerned about these Ukrainian attacks on his refineries, because this is the main source of his money.
So would you accept, so are you a no to all of it or a no to just some of it?
We know what is said by the statements of Kremlin and White House. And there is nothing about stopping of military supply, nothing about stopping of intelligence sharing, and all this stuff.
So
it is like saying around.
Sorry to interrupt.
I see the official statements.
Yeah,
I see official statements, and I comment them. I wouldn't comment what Russia wants. They want everything. They want Australia to be part of Russia too. But that doesn't matter what do they want. It matters what is agreed.
Is there any way you would accept a halt of military aid and intelligence sharing between Ukraine and the United States?
It's not up to us. The United States can stop these military sharing and stop military supply, as they already did 2 weeks ago. But then
they returned it
after meeting in Saudi Arabia. So it's not something we decide. But I'm sure that our allies will never go this way, because I'm sure they clearly understand that the worst thing to speak with Russia from some weakness position. The best thing is to speak with Russia from a position of strength.
Do you feel like you're being boxed in here? Does Ukraine feel like it's just, you know, an aside to everything, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. We're not taking part in this conversation, and in previous two. But the main thing for us that our red lines should be respected. Our red lines are non-recognition of occupied Ukrainian territories as Russian. Second is respecting of our sovereignty, meaning that Ukraine is a sovereign state, making its own choices about what army to have, what alliances to join. And three is security guarantees. If the deal will be inside these red lines, it doesn't matter, are we at table or not.
Okay. Oleksiy, I appreciate your time. Thank you. We'll chat again soon.